Today we're talking about 30 ways to stay married 30 years. I'm introducing my husband today, Jim, and I'm Adia. So let's go ahead and talk about 30 ways to stay married 30 years.
What number are we starting on?
We're starting on number 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And why are we starting on number 16?
We're starting there because the first part we did on your channel.
That's true, we did. And a whole 15 people watched it.
Yay! Thank
Hopefully
you for
it'll be more.
subscribing and liking his channel.
Now subscribe and like hers.
Yes, please.
Anyway, well, it's good to be here. We're in the same place as we were with the other video, but this is her channel. So what's number 16? We're going to start off with number 16.
So, number 16 is have a picnic.
This was your idea. Why should we do that?
It's just nice to get out and not have to go to the restaurant or pay the, money for the restaurant. So go have a picnic together.
It's kind of romantic to be out in nature too. And
yeah, it's fun to, pack the basket and take it out and have fun, lay the blanket out.
the one time we did a picnic on a beach in Naples, I know you knew it was going on for like a week and you saw the picnic basket open and me preparing it. And
I was excited for
She
the
was
week. It was preparing me.
It works, guys. I'm telling you.
My teapot was
boiling.
getting hot.
Oh, we won't go into detail. Okay. What's next?
17.
What's number 17?
Go to the lake.
Go to the lake. It's the same principle.
Yeah.
Go to the lake, go to the ocean, go to the beach.
Yeah.
Those are always fun things to do together, for sure. It's number 18.
18. Dance. Dance together.
Such tight, confined spaces here. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, dancing's fun. I remember my first youth pastor position, they asked me how I felt about dancing. And I said, dancing is a vertical expression of a horizontal desire. Yeah, that got a lot of laughs in the boardroom. But, but hey, it's fun between husband and wife. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah, it just kind of brings you back to your, dating years and I don't know.
You mean back when we anticipated seeing each other?
Yeah.
Now we wake up in the morning going, morning. No, we kiss each other good morning. Remember, that's number whatever from the last one. Go watch the other one.
Yes. Go to his channel and watch,
the other one. What's next?
Okay. 19. Don't complain about your spouse.
To anybody. Well, I mean, unless you need counseling for some reason or, a close friend. Someone you can trust.
Yeah.
But don't complain about your spouse in front of your kids. It's funny, the thing that was running through my mind when I read that was when I wrote that was we like to watch certain shows, one of them being Hawaii Five-0, and Dano on there is divorced, and he had problems with his son and another person's son, and he was all mad, went after that guy, and when he found out that guy was going through a divorce, he softened immediately, and they ended up becoming friends. And one of the things he said to him was, don't ever disrespect your spouse in front of your kid, as all it'll do is mess them up, and they'll repeat the cycle. So if you're in one of those situations, don't ever disrespect your spouse in front of your kids. And even if you're not in one of those situations, if you're married, been married for however many years, don't disrespect your spouse in front of your kids. But don't disrespect your spouse ever.
Yeah.
Especially publicly. I mean, obviously we all have troubles. We have to talk. We talk privately. And if we need counsel, we talk to good, close, godly friends. But
Or counselors, right?
Amen.
Yeah. Yeah. When we talk bad about each other, it just really makes more conflict.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not good.
Nope.
So, number 20. Pray together.
Pray together. We're not as good at this as we should be, but we try.
Yes. In the past, we used to
Well,
pray
we still do, but
we do.
we still do.
We do pray every night for the kids. I'm sorry, and for each other
And for our
different
future, and
things
for
the future.
But sometimes I admit that as you get, sometimes it becomes a rote thing. Dear Lord, thank you, Amen. And,
Right.
You
It
know,
can become that, like at the dinner table too, when
Yeah.
you're praying. It's like the same
Same
prayer
prayer
every
every
time.
yeah, it's easy to fall into that rut. So,
Yeah.
but
So-
pray together. Even if you don't feel like it, pray together. Even if it's in that rut, pray together because you keep the what's the word? The consistency up, the habit up. It's a good thing to do.
21.
21.
Worship together.
Worship together. We used to do this a lot with our kids. We fell away from it for a while, but
Yeah, this is truly something we
well,
don't do like every day.
right. Well, I've been trying to on my channel, try to do a worship song every day. And,
Right. Yes, and I was joining you for a little bit.
well, you join me whenever you can, and nothing wrong with that. And you don't have to be there every time, but it's fun to have you. But it's just a matter of, a lot of people look at us and go, yeah, but we don't play instruments, so what do? Put
Yeah.
on some worship music and worship together. Find your favorite, worship album. For instance, a lot of people say, I want older stuff in church. I'm tired of all this new stuff. I want to hear some of the older stuff. Well, guess what? God moves in the here and now. Okay, not that he didn't move in the past. He moved through those things, and there's nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong with using them in corporate worship. But if it's something that you want, go get you some and worship to it during the week. And then when you come to church, be grateful that the new stuff is going on and younger people are getting involved and they can move forward and take the message forward. That's my sermon for the day. But it's the truth. Nothing wrong with those old things. If you like them, listen to them, love them, use them to love on God. But if you can't love on God with the new stuff, I'm questioning. That's all I'm saying. You gotta love on God both ways. And there's nothing wrong with either end of the spectrum. Just don't fall into the trap of it can only be my way. I get that way too. So
Yeah. Or can only be
Yeah,
the
exactly.
new
yeah, right,
songs,
exactly. Or it can only be the new stuff.
only be the
God can only no.
old.
But that's where God's moving right now. God always gives a new song to new generations to when revival happens, new ideas come forth, new songs come forth, and there'll be songs that have been written in this decade that will stand the test of time, just like there have been songs that were written in the 1950s and the 1800s that have stood the test of time.
Right. There's always
and
those
people-
few songs
Yeah.
that.
And, I'm sure a lot of people were complaining about the songs back then too. So why be a part of that? Sorry, got off on a soapbox. Moving on.
No.
What's next?
Yeah. He said, watch a chick
Oh, yeah. What did I write?
flick together.
Watch a chick
Like-
flick together, guys. It's
Maybe
okay.
the girls really enjoy.
Because, she'll cuddle up to you. She'll put her head on your shoulder and you can put your arm around her. You can put your arm around her, And who knows? It might even lead to, something else that I won't mention. Okay. And then there's the other side of it, which is number 20.
Next one is
23,
yeah,
right?
23.
Which is
So, watch an action movie
or sports, depending on who you are. I'm not
Yeah,
a sports
or
guy,
sports. Right.
I know a lot of people were jealous of me when we had that 110-inch screen in the
turns.
basement. They'd want, well, do you watch football on that? No, I don't care for football. It doesn't even. But if that's you, then ladies, watch football with your husband. Just a
Yeah.
give and take kind of
And
a thing.
guys, watch something that your wife.
Exactly.
likes.
Exactly. That took care of two in one
Yeah.
fell swoop, right? Was it 22 and 23, or what was that? That was 22
Yeah.
and 23, right?
22 and 23.
No, what's 24?
So 24 is make decisions together.
Make decisions together, guys.
So important.
Yeah, don't go buy a car without your wife's without your wife knowing about it. Don't buy a motorcycle without your wife knowing about it. And ladies, don't buy a vacuum cleaner without your husband knowing about it. I mean, it's fun. It sounds funny, but we went through a situation where we had a vacuum cleaner that wasn't working. It was a really nice Dyson, and it needed to be fixed. And it was going to cost, I think, $100 to get it fixed. And we were in a very tight financial situation. I was saying we just got to save the money, save the money, save the money. Well, my wife got bad counsel from someone who shall remain nameless, and she gave in to that counsel and went and bought a $40 vacuum cleaner. Pretty sure that $40 vacuum cleaner lasted us 6 months, if I remember right.
Yeah, it was a piece of
It
junk.
was a piece of junk. It was $40 that could have gone towards fixing the nice Dyson. That's just, and I'm not trying to get her, please, over and done with. It's not like something where, oh, I can't believe we're fighting about. No, we're not fighting about this. It's just something that, that happened between us. And, I've done stupid things too. I forget. I think I bought a CD player once when we were first married, and she was like, but hey, it's music. Come on, it's my life. It's my life. So yeah, we do. Don't do those things. Don't do them. Or excuse me. Let's be positive on that last note there. Make decisions together.
So 25.
25.
Yep. Try on clothes together.
Try on clothes
Did
together.
you write that?
I wrote that. Yeah. This kind of goes with.
Explain.
This kind of goes with the other one that you said last thing. This is number 13 or something in the last video. Go shopping together. Shopping's fun, and shopping is fun for some people. I personally, when I shop, I say, I need this. I know what I want. Let's go get it. Worst case scenario, there's 2 places I could get it. Let's go price them, and then I'll make a decision buy it. She, on the other hand, likes to just go, and look at stuff.
To look.
And she likes to look. And then, of course, she likes to try it on. Now, I'm not going to lie. When she's going to try on clothes, I always want to see them on her because I want to see how she looks in the clothes. I had one person tell me, drop it on the floor, see what it looks like. If it's good, But anyway, moving on. But that's part of the fun I'm talking about. If you can do it, and I know this sounds very risque, and I'm not encouraging anybody to do anything, that could cause a problem. But we've been in the situation where, certain dressing areas are kind of lax, and they're empty. Nobody's in it. It's that time of day, and nobody's shopping. Sometimes I'll just go in and sit in the dressing room with her and watch her, change clothes. She's my wife. I can do that. There's nothing wrong with it. You can judge me all you want. I don't care.
We're married.
We have a license. And so, to me, what I was getting at is that makes shopping fun for me. I don't know how you guys are. Maybe you're entirely different than me, and that's fine. But that makes shopping fun for me. If she's going to go clothes shopping, I'm going to be bored snotless, except for the time when I actually get to see her in the clothes, and even less so if I get to go watch her get in and out of the clothes. So, anywho, that's fun for us. May not be so for you, but we enjoy it.
Yeah.
And we're still married for 30 years and 6 days as of today.
Yeah.
30 years and 6 days as of today. Yeah.
So looking back at number 13, going shopping together, it's the same like when I go shopping with you to look at the cars or something, when we get to try out the car, sit in it, drive it.
Yeah, not just drive through the parking lot and look at them.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
No.
26.
Number 26 is play games.
Play games.
Playing games is fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
playing games, helps us communicate together, interact, and
unless of course you're overly competitive and you drive your family away, which I have never done.
Solve problems together, it just kind of helps that. Solve the problems. Mm. Yeah, it helps. And it's in a fun manner.
Yeah, well, it should be. And just not trying
Although it can be competitive.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm not trying to defend myself. I've always been the kind of person I like to play by the rules and I like to win. It's not a matter of, I'm going to cheat to win or be aggressive to win. I'm just going to win. I'm going to do my best to win. And if I don't win, I'm sad.
Champion of games. So,
but I'm learning, in fact, just in the last year or so, I've learned, I learned how to play dominoes 4 or so years ago and gotten pretty, well, I say real good, but pretty good at it. But when my wife starts to beat me, then I'm like, yes, I'm teaching her. Yay. So that's good. That's a good thing.
I'm competition then.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. What's 27?
Support a cause.
Support a cause together. Mm-hmm. What kind of cause? Doesn't matter, does it?
Just anything. Could be supporting your military troops. It could be supporting.
Oh yeah, you posted something about that today. About military.
Yeah. Could be supporting anything.
We used to. What was the word? What did we? We had the little boy in Africa or wherever he was that we sent money to every month for quite a long time.
Right.
He used to send us cards and pictures of himself.
Kids.
Right, and there are plenty of organizations out there that are good for that. Look them up. Fayaz Rahman. Can't remember his company's organization's
think.
name off the top of my head. If I think about it and can put it in the description, I will. He's got a good something India.
It was the India
Yeah.
Good
Good News India.
Good News.
Good News India.
Good News
Yep.
India.
It's Good News India.
Yeah.
That's a good organization, good company. So yeah, that's a good one.
Yep, and then there's the Christmas gifts for
shoeboxes.
the children.
Yeah,
the shoeboxes.
absolutely.
Shoeboxes.
So many things you can do together as a family, or as
Yeah.
a couple.
Right, instead of always focusing inward,
Mm-hmm.
for Christmas or the different holidays and
Right.
things. Support other groups.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so 28. Don't disrespect each other in front of your kids.
Didn't we already do this?
Feels like the same as
I guess I kind of mixed them together.
Yeah.
Didn't realize we'd put two
number
separate ones.
19.
So the other
don't
one that
complain about your spouse.
right. Don't complain about your spouse.
Is different.
And obviously that's publicly, like we talked about before. If you
Yeah.
have if you have some issue where you need to talk to a good close friend, make sure you choose that friend wisely. And then this one is don't disrespect. And that's where the story about Dano at Hawaii 5-0 came up. Don't disrespect your kids, or don't disrespect your spouse in front of your kids.
In front of your kids.
So
yeah.
those two kind of go together. But definitely don't
So
disrespect.
Don't talk bad about each other.
Mm-hmm. And that goes for fully married people who are committed to each other, all the way down to those who are divorced and have separate homes. Don't disrespect your spouse in front of your kids.
Yeah, when you do that in front of your kids, they will divide.
Mm-hmm.
They'll divide it. They'll know who to talk to about getting the cookie out of the cookie jar, or who
they can manipulate easiest
about going to a friend's home and playing or whatever. So they'll divide the marriage. They know they're smart kids.
Number 29 is
9.
go to church.
Go to church.
Go to church together. Look, I'm going to go ahead and say this. My friends who don't believe this way may argue with me, and I don't care. But the church is a necessity. It is essential in this day and age. And it's good to be in the company of other believers, worshiping God together, singing songs, hearing the word of God spoken to you from a man or woman who was given that word by God for that time. There's nothing wrong with that. And I have friends who will say that the church is dead, organized religion is dead, it's not necessary. Sorry, you're wrong. But all that to say, organized church can be problematic at times. I agree. But if the church, how did somebody put it? I saw somebody write, if you were hurt and disillusioned by the church, then you weren't following God, you were following the people. And that's just the truth. I've been there. I've been there for a long time. And if you've watched any of my, my stuff on my channel, know that we went through a situation about 17 years ago where we were let go from a church at a time when we thought everything was going great, and it hurt us severely. It sent us into a downward spiral that's lasted many, many years. Our family has been hurt by it in more ways than I can even begin to account to you here. But God's still God, and He's still in control, and we're not. And if we give up on the church because of what a handful of people do, then we're not following God. We're following a church. We're following a person, and that's not where we need to be, and that's not what I'm talking about doing. I'm not talking about following a church. I'm talking about being a part of the church and worshiping with the church, big C, in a corporate setting, wherever that may happen to be for you.
Yeah.
So anything else? Did you want to add anything else?
No, that's good.
That's good.
Information.
Okay.
Yeah, and today, I know with the COVID-19, we've been doing a lot of church.
Online?
Yeah, online. And, I mean, that's corporate together, too.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
But there's still the going to the, church.
Absolutely. Just don't use it as an excuse to not go to.
Right.
together.
The last one.
What do you know? We're at the last one.
Important 30.
Number 30.
Make Jesus the center of your marriage. So God is here. Spouse. He joins them together.
I think for those of you who don't know sign language, you
Sorry.
can still understand what she's saying with no problem at all. You've seen it many times before. The triangle with God at the top
Center.
and the spouse. You know, and the more you move towards God, the closer you get to each other. Oh, it's perfect. We saved the best for last. Jesus needs to be the center of of your marriage, or you're just fighting what will eventually be an uphill, unwinnable battle. A lot of people go, I've been married for 60 years and Jesus isn't part of my life. Well, you know what? When your life's over, Jesus still isn't going to be a part of your life, and it will have been for nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we fight a lot of, battles in our marriage, out of our marriage, in life. We have so many battles. We need Jesus at the center of it to help us so we can ask for his, help and his guidance. And
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the only way we're going to make it.
He is our hope.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed 30 ways to stay married for 30 years and then some, because we're starting over on the 30 years. So we got another 30 years to go. This is how we're going to do it. This is how we're going to do it. My parents have been married 61 years now. Wow. So, yeah. We're right behind them. So you want to close this out, or shall I?
I'm gonna let you close it.
You're gonna let me close it. Okay.
Close it.
Close it. It's like we're doing a church service or something. But I am going to pray. Father, thank you for this encouragement that you've given to us. 30 ways to stay married for 30 years. I pray, Lord, that you just let it bless people that hear this and see this, those who are strong in their faith and in their marriage, and those who are not, especially those who are not. I pray that it will encourage them to move forward and make you the center of their marriage and their lives, and help them to build a strong, lasting marriage in you. Thank you for my wife and family. I pray for them daily, and I pray that you continue to lift them up and that you touch them, touch us, and lead us and guide us in the direction you want us to go. In Jesus' name, amen. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, everyone, for watching.
Bye. For watching. Bye-bye.